Andy asked about the specific diet that he can use. So I want to answer that to get lean. And I also want to thank the gentleman there for asking me questions about did I used to drink alcohol or be an alcoholic. I want to just address that briefly. And then also, thanks for your comment on how I view etiquette and respect. And it's not just my view, it's how I've been mentored to view it. So, but first, let me just address this in a couple parts. Feeling very lean right now. So I thought I would do a quick shot here, just kind of give you an idea. Lighting's good, so kind of where I'm at. And it's important that when you're identifying information out there, I always use the principle of who do you listen to. So being lean, you feel a whole nother euphoric way, a whole nother level of happiness and bliss. And it's not just because it aesthetically looks good, but my body's able to process information more. It's just operating like a fine-tuned machine. So Andy, here's the basic strategy. Intermittent fasting, which is push the first meal out as far as you can. Push the first meal out as far as you can. Start doing lunch and dinner as opposed to just, 3 meals, you go to 2. Now, when you do that, it gives the body a long time to be free and able to heal the body in other areas, and also allows to create what's called a calorie deficit. So here's how a calorie deficit works. Understanding that the body can process, if you're doing 1 hour of activity a day, 15 calories per pound of body weight. If you're not, then it needs to be 12, all right? So if you're a 200-pound male, 12 calories per pound of body weight, that's gonna be about 2,400 calories total for the entire day, no more. All right, so hopefully that makes sense. I did write a blog on that. I'll see if I can find time to put it in the link below, kind of breaking down it in a more detailed process. But that's what it comes down to, understanding your calorie deficit, and the strategy of doing it is intermittent fasting, okay? Thank you for the comment regarding alcohol. And I did used to drink a lot of alcohol. I don't drink alcohol anymore. There was a point where it started controlling my life. I started becoming, it was a habit. So if drinking alcohol is a habit, then I was an alcoholic. I guess you could say that. But I made a decision. I said, no more. I'm done. And it was hard at first. It was like a period where it's like, oh, I can't go out at all, be around anyone for about a month. And then, now it's been a while. It's been a minute. It's been about over 2 years now. So, yeah, I don't drink alcohol anymore. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm around it all the time. It's great. It's just not for me. So it does help not having alcohol. But if you do drink alcohol, you can still drink it as long as you're identifying how many calories are in the drink or the beer, and then including that in your total for the day. You can still get lean by drinking it. Okay, so there's a lot of myths saying, oh, you can't drink alcohol and get lean. No, it's not true. Just understand how many calories you're allowed to have each day is the key, and fitting it in. Lastly, on etiquette. My mentor, who comes from the very highest level elite secret societies, drilled this into me, as well as the Delta Chi fraternity, my mom. But when this information was first leaked out to the world through Napoleon Hill, through Andrew Carnegie, as he taught it to Napoleon Hill over 100 years ago, etiquette is the secret handshake of these ultra wealthy and successful elite people. So it's important to understand that we're all in this together. And these people at these high levels, they understand that. I'm not talking about Joe Schmo who makes 100 grand. I'm talking at the top level. Oftentimes they understand that being respectful and being chivalrous, being gentleman, being incredibly polite, especially to anyone in the service industry, is of huge value. So I always go out of my way to do that, and practicing that and saying please and thank you when meeting new people, especially if they're working, because one way, they're defenseless. So only a coward would pick on a defenseless person. So a coward would pick on someone who's a waiter or a bartender because they're defenseless, they're at work. So be a man and show respect and be chivalrous to everyone you meet, but especially to those who are going out of their way to service you and provide the best possible experience. So that's all I got today. Just thought I'd give you I haven't done a video like this in a minute, but looking pretty lean and shredded. Probably about 8% body fat, I'm thinking. I don't know. But very healthy and comfortable. Thanks to Greg O'Gallagher for a lot of the information he provided me. I'm following, and Kinobody, Inspiration Z's, huge inspiration to me. And thank you guys for watching the video. Do a like or comment on the video if you have any questions. It would be greatly appreciated. Okay. All right, so one of the beautiful things about skipping breakfast and then eating really late is that I can have like giant meals. I haven't eaten earlier. I think you probably saw I was in the car, pretty lean right now and shredded. So now I'm gonna finally break the fast. It's about 9 o'clock at night, and it's my first meal because it's about 19 hours or 20 hours since I've eaten. I feel amazing, feel great, but now I can eat huge. So if you don't already have this place in your town called Freebirds, you're missing out. If you have it, you got to go there. This is what I got. It's 1,000 calories. It's grass-fed steak. Grass-fed steak, vegetables, guacamole, good spring lettuce, tomatoes, amazing quality food. Amazing. Double steak. At least 120 grams of protein right here. At least. Could be higher. And 1,000 calories was what I logged in at. And on top of that, I got to get one of these giant Jamba Juices, apples and greens, and I also added two adds of whey protein in there. So that's another 20 grams right there. And this is like at least, I say about 140 grams of protein minimum right here. And I'm having 1,420, I logged this in at 450. That's 1,450 calories right here on this beautiful meal. Amazing. So, I mean, I get to eat like this and just incredible food. All right, so enjoy.